The Adventures of Riflemen, Chapter 36, The Darkness Quad.
Sir, we have to run or fight back. It's okay, I got an idea. I don't like the sound of that. What in the flippity fuck is that? As he uses all his golden arms to push a wall of dirt, he says, "There we go, no chance in hell to get in now. Get it? Hell, like where demons come from. Go, BG. Why'd you take off your top? Please, my flak was designed to hold me back." As some of the other Marines fight Gargantua, the Shadow Demon, they say rounds go through him, how do we beat him? Then he passes through one of them, and he turns into a pile of ashes. As Armstrong shouts out, "No, go God Armor before he kills anyone else," he crushes the monster, says, "Now with the power of the holy light, let me end you," and he turns him into a pile of nothing. You see, he was a shadow, but light can cover darkness. He says, "Nice one, now it's my turn." Whoa, as the blade crawler, the ant-like demon, charges him. As he squeezes into a crack, BG says, "Whoa, you fit inside cracks now?" Begin their fight, clashing blades against blades. As BG shouts out, "Dance the rose petals," he's actually cutting into his arms now, but gets smashed into the wall. So his whole body is like a flexible sword. As he comes out of the ground, he jumps and says, "Okay, I'll finish it with this. Dance of the blooming rose." Even something as beautiful as a rose has forms. There's a rumbling in the ground. What the hell is that? It's coming from over there in the swamp. Bergie was in a moment of true strength. He even forgot that his arm was severed and lifted the gator as if he still had it. Then he slams him into the ground on top of the other gators. And Sparky Ruffs in happiness enjoy knowing that Bergie's safe. Splat. He says, "Sparky, where are you?" Mama. Tries to kiss the dog and gets one on him. Says, "There, you stay on Bergie's neck." And Bergie falls over and Sparky runs to get help. Armstrong notices something cuts his shoulder. Another monster, so flat to the ground. As Armstrong destroys the building next to him, he stretches over where BG is. He lands on a brick and BG slashes it. It does nothing. And Armstrong says, "Wait, I got an idea." He picks up the part of the ground with the monster on it. Says, "Face of anger, burning stare of the gods," and burns the monster. Then he eats the sun and says, "Ha, bitch." As Fetcher flies for Sky King birds, Marcos comes out of the tank saying, "You can't kill me." With a homemade flamethrower made out of a propane tank and an air tank, he aims at the birds as Fetcher flies underneath his feet. He says, "Get down, Fetcher." He killed all the crows with the flamethrower. "Chappelle!" "General, is this a general?" "No, it's a sergeant major." As they make contact, they give him the 9 lines. And Chappelle sees Fowler and "Bro, you came for me," he says. "Need to, Jones." The Marine asks, "What's wrong, Sergeant Major?" Sergeant Major says, "These boys have just won us the battle." 2 members of the army run away from the dog monster. One of the Marines says, "Ha, of course the army's running," but then he gets eaten alive by not running. As he gets bombarded by rounds, they say, "Sir, he's here." Irons and Lewis arrive. Lewis says, "Nice one there, sharpshooter." Irons says, "Your boys are running away like little girls." "Yeah, well, I'll make it up by taking this devil dog's head." Irons says, "The fuck you will." Captain Lewis realizes those aren't eyes on his head, those are ears, by throwing the grenade, and turns that direction. As he shoots the ears, this dog pulls out an eye out of its mouth so he can see Lewis and hit him. As he tells this dog monster not to get cocky, he drops a grenade next to the eye and blows it up. He says, "Here, take another one." And he shoots out multiple hands with 2 thumbs on each hand out of its mouth and catches a grenade. He says, "How many hands do you have?" As he gets pounded by multiple fists, says, "I have to get underneath him." He pushes himself off and lands on the ground. Bull crawls to the mouth and sees a heart and says, "There's an opening," and jumps inside of it. Iron says, "What the hell are you doing?" Ben hears a bang as he rips himself out the neck hole. As Lewis reminds Irons that the army is winning by 5-4, and Irons says, "The fuck you mean? I just killed that devil dog while you were injured." As Irons tries to mention all the kills he has, Lewis says, "Oh yeah, but I like to add all of Bravo's kills." "What do you mean Bravo?"